meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Let's have a seat.
Yep.
Did you have an easy time finding the classroom?
Yeah.
You're here to talk about Melinda? So we're going to go ahead and get started with her grade because her grade is amazing right now.
Okay.
She's actually, if you look right here, she's actually having a 101.28. We did a project called a student passport in which we go out in our placements, and Melinda's probably talked to you about this. She's at Lakota Plains. And they go around and their mentor teacher goes and takes them to meet like the custodian, the lunch lady, anything else like that, and there was an option for extra credit. So as you can see, Melinda got a 34 out of 30 on that, and so that boosted her grade a lot.
Okay.
They also did an introductory letter, and Melinda got a 96. She only got minor errors on that, some little grammatic errors, commas, stuff like that. So we're working on that with her in class.
Okay.
And then her syllabus sign and her EMF.
What's the EMF?
Emergency medical form.
Oh,
So,
okay. Yeah.
yeah. So her grade is really good right now in this class.
Okay.
Her English grade, though, is, as of right now, a 98
Okay.
right here.
Alright.
Again, the teacher welcome letter, she got a 100 on that for the English portion.
Okay.
Throughout the TA portion, I don't know if she's talked to you about this at all. The classes are together, so they're merged in one. And so there will be 2 grades for each project. So she got a 100 on it in this class, but in this class she had gotten a 96. Does that make sense? Okay. And we're working on a blog about cultures. Melinda got a 57 out of 60. Because Melinda's a very type A personality, so she's very blunt and to the point. So we're working on giving her a little bit of style and giving her a little bit of personality in her writing. So she got a 4 out of 5 on her style. So that's where she mainly lost her points. So that's what we're working on in class right now. And right now the cultures in the blog classroom has not been graded yet. So that's still being processed. But they did go through and they made sure that whenever we edited this right here, that they fixed those and changed them so the next one will be better.
Okay.
I actually have an example of Melinda's 2 blogs.
Okay.
So this is her second blog, and this is her first blog. Let's get these out of the way. So you can see the growth from the formatting. So this is her poem that she wrote. We wrote a poem in the beginning, so we could just get a gist of what we were doing in the classroom. And then you can see her paragraphs in the beginning were kind of short and blunt. The sentences were very choppy. So, and the paragraphs are very long. Miss Behrens is actually working with her on brevity because she does not know when to stop her sentences. She just wants to keep talking and talking. And then, but on this paragraph in this blog, you can definitely see how they're more spaced out. The sentences are a bit longer, and the paragraphs aren't as long. So she's definitely shown a lot of improvement in her writing skills, and that's what we're working on right now. We're actually going to be moving into a anticipation guide. So we're going to be working on those in class and a book talk. And I know Melinda may struggle with that a little bit because of her subject that she's chosen is math and science and the book. So this may be a struggle with her. And again, in this, the teacher welcome letter, this is what she had given out to her students in her placement classroom. So you can see it just describes on who she is, what she's planning on doing, and what she wants to do in the classroom. And then her contact information. So her formatting on this was excellent. It took a few reviews though. So Melinda's writing is definitely what we're needing to be working on. Melinda needs to stay on task more in class a little bit. She can't focus in class, so she goes into the locker room a lot. But she is working on her C5 right now. She should be working on this tonight, actually. And so this is due tomorrow, but her brevity is getting a lot better. You can see her paragraphs are more well-maintained. But you will definitely see the growth from, this is the first essay that they're working on, and from the last one you're going to see a lot of differences. But these will go through a bunch of edits before they're done. And this is our pre-SLO. So Melinda had to write basically an essay on the lesson goals and procedures, how they're important in the classroom. She didn't really know where to go with it. A lot of the students didn't. So again, it is a pre-SLO. And so these will expand and we should get a really good score. And so the point of SLOs is to start at the bottom, see what you know, and then to score really, really high to show your growth in the classroom. Melinda hasn't been having any discipline problems in the classroom. I know as of right now, she's struggling with the PBL, which is problem-based learning. She's, like I said earlier, she's a very type A personality kind of person. And so problem-based learning is organic. And so it flows and it's not as direct as normal education is. So she's struggling with that. And I know in class we're working on an education breakout box. And so that due date was pushed back. And so she's struggling with that a little bit. But she's working on it, and I know a lot of the students are struggling with it in class, but we're all going to work on it as class. So, with that, and Melinda is very helpful in class. She always wants to stay on top of things. She wants to help students as much as she can. We actually have a chair right here. It's called the senior chair, and so normally it's first grabs, but Melinda came up with the idea to use it very democratically. And every week we do a senior circle. Mm-hmm. So whoever has a senior circle that week, that person gets the chair.
What's a senior circle?
A senior circle is our placements we go to on Wednesdays. And so we come back on a Thursday and we develop our thoughts on what has happened. And we all go into the locker room and we'll sit there, and whoever has a senior circle for the week can bring whatever they want, a quote, a poem, whatever they would like to bring, and we discuss it, and then we do intentions. Intentions are for anyone that has happened to them, or if they want to give their intentions to the world peace, and then we talk about our placements. So what had happened and how we can improve it. A lot of it can go a little astray at times, okay, but the class can definitely rein it back in. Melinda's very helpful with that. She'll just say, come on guys, let's get it together, like we need to stay on topic. But they really do get a lot of work done during the senior circle, talking about how they can fix things. I know Melinda in her placement is struggling with the 8th graders are not really talking to her. And so she's struggling with that on how to get their attention, how to draw them in. But her 7th graders are really in touch. Like they really want to know her and they want to have her help. So, do you have any questions?
So you're saying that Melinda is the type of student that most teachers would want to have in their classroom, correct?
Yes, Melinda's a very hardworking student, but we do have our TA is full of stars.
Okay. So, what do I need to do to help Melinda as a parent?
Melinda's been procrastinating a little bit, so just making sure she's on task, helping her in any way that she can, okay, reminding her of deadlines. I know she has a whiteboard downstairs that she had mentioned to you a little bit.
Yeah, she hasn't filled that out.
Oh, okay. Well, I would just talk to her about that whenever she gets home and just make sure that she's constantly filling out to help you, remind her of due dates and stuff like that.
Okay.
All right. Do you have any other questions?
No.